Hey, so it is currently almost the end of finals week, so I'm excited about that. I only have one more to go at this point, which is pretty good because I'm definitely getting tired of school and I'm kind of just ready for things to be done. I think it's definitely different when things are online only in comparison to being in person. I find that I've never really enjoyed just doing online school, and having all of my classes online has definitely been kind of stressful just because I'm very forgetful. It's hard for me to, at this point, even remember what day of the week it is, so knowing which assignments are due has been an interesting experience to say the least. Um, so I'm just happy that that's going to be over soon. I have one more final to do and then I'm done, which is kind of strange to think about just because this was my first year at university and this is in no way the way I expected it to end, but oh well, I guess that's just kind of how things go at this point. But on the upside, at least, once I'm done with the school year, then I will finally have more time to spend on art. Like this one that I'm doing today was a pretty simplistic piece compared to what I normally do. If you notice, the video is only 10 minutes long versus the typical 20, 30, 40 minutes. It's because I didn't spend as much time on this piece as I normally would. Um, Obviously all my pieces are sped up, but I guess if you have 8 hours on something, no matter how much you speed it up, it's still going to be a decently long video. But this one wasn't it didn't take me all that long to do just because I was focused on finals, which I think kind of you could tell in the final product that it isn't the best thing I've ever done, but I actually had a lot of fun with it. I've definitely enjoyed getting back to using Krita as my main art program, although there's definitely still some things I need to figure out. I remember certain tools I used before I started using Autodesk in Krita that I really liked, and I don't even remember what the names of those tools are or where to find them, so I'm gonna need to do some exploration later just to kind of find those things that I used to really like. But I really like Krita's blending and stuff. I think I like a little bit more than what's in Autodesk. I've definitely found that I still struggle with kind of, what is that, like 3/4 profile view from the back. Her face definitely looks a little bit wonky, which isn't my favorite thing in the world, but oh well, I'm still learning and I haven't been doing digital art very long. It's been less than a year, probably, I don't know, 5 months at this point, which it's definitely been a journey and I still have a whole lot more to learn, but I feel like looking back, I feel like my art skills, both just technical skills, like my ability to draw things how I want to draw them, has improved, as well as like my overall knowledge on how to use different art programs. So that's been good. I'm happy that I have kind of been able to see some improvement, even if it's not perfect still. Obviously, it's really far from being perfect and things are still rather messy, but I feel like just being able to see progress, which is kind of the reason why I started actually recording my art, was purely for personal reasons. I wanted to be able to go back and look at my whole process and kind of see things like what mistakes I made and stuff in the process, so I'm not just looking at the end product and being like, ugh, I don't like this, but instead I can go back and see, okay, where did I go wrong in my actual whole process of the thing. So that was why I actually started recording my art, and I've just kind of kept doing it. But I've enjoyed being able to see some progress. I feel like hands are still definitely a struggle for me. You can definitely tell that one is a little bit wonky, but I think it's definitely better than some of the stuff I used to do. Overall anatomy is still something I definitely struggle with, but I found, I don't remember the name of it, but I realized that there's like 3D modeling, like posing, where, you know, like those art model things where you can, the figures, the posable figures where you can pose them kind of just how you want and draw off of that. I found that there's digital versions of that that are way more detailed than my little wooden figure. So I found that recently, and I haven't actually, I found it after I started this piece, so I didn't get to use it for this one, but I think I'm probably going to try using it in the future because I think it will definitely help me with my anatomy, because my anatomy is a little bit wonky. I still struggle with proportions and other things, although I still feel like that has kind of gotten better. I also feel like just my pieces have become a bit cleaner recently. If I look back at some of my older ones, they're messy, and I think my pieces are still kind of messy, but I feel like it's gotten a lot better, especially, you know, figuring out how to use different stabilizers and stuff, which I think it was hard to go from more traditional art to digital, just because there's so many more tools with digital art, and I think it's easy to almost become complacent or kind of lazy with my art because I have so many tools that make certain things easier, but I feel like digital art is actually a lot harder in a lot of ways, just because it's less of a tactile experience and has a lot more technical knowledge that kind of needs to go behind it, like knowing how to use the tools and understanding it instead of just having paint and a canvas and some brushes and being like, okay, I can just put whatever I want on here. And I feel like being kind of forced to look at my art in a slightly more technical, like looking at the tools I have and trying to figure out how to use them in order to make my art better has helped me grow a lot. And I think a lot of the skills I learned with traditional art have transferred over into digital. And I think I'll have a lot more time to continue practicing my digital art skills because it sounds like they're going to be extending the whole quarantine thing yet again, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I still have people I really want to see, and I obviously can't, so it's going to be hard. It looks like it might, I don't know at this point if it's going to be weeks or months until I can actually see people, and I'm kind of worried that maybe most of my summer vacation will go away and I still won't have been able to see anybody, which would not be fun, but oh well. Hopefully things will start to kind of get a little bit closer back to normal again, but we shall see. And I managed to forget to record like the ending of this video. I opened up my recording software and I was ready to record, and then I guess I just forgot to start it, and I didn't realize until I had already finished, and then it was like, oh, I guess that's all I had recorded, so I did lose some footage here at the very end. It was mostly just me cleaning up her dress, which isn't like super important, but I kind of wish I had gotten that, because obviously it's not as, it was, I don't know, rather abrupt transition, and I wish I hadn't missed that part, but oh well, life happens, mistakes happen, so that's that, I guess. So anyways, I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy and just trying to get through this time as best you can. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.